2025 has already delivered some seriously memorable love stories. Whether you're into forbidden attraction, second chances, or unexpected chemistry, these 10 romance films have kept US audiences hooked. Let's dive right in. Starting off our list at number 10 is Marked Men Rule plus Shaw. If you like your love stories a little messy and a lot emotional, this one's got your name all over it. Based on Jay Crownover's best-selling novel, the film introduces us to Shaw, a soft-spoken med student who's been quietly in love with Rule for years. Rule's a tattooed, grieving bad boy with no interest in playing nice. But after a vulnerable moment brings them closer, everything changes. Their connection forces both of them to confront old wounds, especially the death of Rule's twin brother, who was also Shaw's childhood friend. The romance is slow burn and steamy, but it's the emotional weight, the guilt, the healing, the tension between who they were and who they could be. That gives the film its edge. For fans of After Beautiful Disaster, or even 5 Feet Apart, this is the kind of story that stays with you after the credits roll. At number 9, we've got La Dolce Villa. This one is like a warm summer breeze in movie form. When a divorced American father flies to Italy to stop his impulsive daughter from buying a rundown villa, the last thing he expects is to fall for the village, the lifestyle, and a woman who turns his world upside down. What starts as a grumpy dad comedy shifts into a charming, mature romance set against olive groves, sun-drenched stone houses, and wine-fueled evenings. The chemistry between Scott Foley and Italian actress Violante Placido is effortless, and the film captures that classic life begins again feeling we all crave. It's a rom-com that hits deeper than you'd think, touching on regret, reconnection, and the beauty of slowing down. If Under the Tuscan Sun and The Holiday had a cousin that made you laugh and dream of moving to Europe, La Dolce Villa would be it. Number 8 is The Life List, and this one's for the dreamers, the doers, and anyone who's ever lost someone and found themselves. Sophia Carson shines as Alex, a driven young woman who stumbles across a life list she made with her mom years ago. After her mom's passing, Alex decides to honor her memory by completing it, and what follows is part self-discovery road trip, part slow-burn romance, and part emotional gut punch. She reconnects with an old family friend, played by Kyle Allen, and their chemistry builds with each shared memory, challenge, and unspoken pain. What makes The Life List work is its balance. It's heartwarming but not cheesy, romantic but not unrealistic, and it hits just the right notes of grief and growth. US audiences who connected with movies like To All the Boys I've Loved Before or The Fault in Our Stars will love the way this film blends emotional truth with feel-good energy. Coming in at number 7 is You're Cordially Invited. Chaos, absolute chaos, and yet somehow totally heartwarming. In this laugh-out-loud comedy, 2 completely different families show up to a venue for their wedding weekend, only to realize they booked the same date. What starts as a war of passive-aggressive toasts and logistical nightmares becomes something far more heartfelt as unexpected bonds and romances form between the guests. Reese Witherspoon and Will Ferrell are perfectly cast. She's type A and unshakably polished, he's awkward and over-invested in charcuterie boards, and the supporting cast brings just as much charm. But what really works is the script. Under the slapstick humor, there's a genuine exploration of second chances, family pressure, and what really matters in love. Think Crazy Rich Asians meets Bridesmaids, but grounded and with a surprisingly sweet core. Number 6 is Winter, Spring, Summer, or Fall. Technically, this film had its festival premiere back in 2024, but it wasn't released to US audiences until April 2025, which is when it really found its viewers. This one's got that soft, aching kind of love story that sneaks up on you. Jenna Ortega and Percy Hines White play 2 teens who meet by chance during the winter of their senior year, and what follows is 4 unforgettable days across 4 seasons. Each day reveals a different layer of who they are and what they mean to each other. The chemistry is quiet but magnetic, the emotions raw but never overdone. What makes this film work is its simplicity. No dramatic twists, no over-the-top declarations, just 2 people trying to understand life, love, and themselves before time runs out. It's tender, grounded, and deeply nostalgic. If you've ever loved someone at the wrong time, or wished you could pause a perfect moment, this story will hit you right in the chest. Think Before Sunrise vibes, but through a Gen Z lens. At number 5, we've got My Fault, London. If you thought the first film was dramatic, buckle up. My Fault, London picks up with Noah and Nick, step-siblings whose past love affair was as intense as it was taboo. Now, They've both moved to London, trying to start fresh. But love like theirs doesn't just vanish. The magnetic pull is still there, and this time, it's wrapped in new temptations, bigger secrets, and emotional stakes that feel even higher. The cinematography brings a sleek urban edge that contrasts beautifully with the vulnerability of their story. There's jealousy, heartbreak, confrontation, and just the right amount of steamy moments to keep fans hooked. For US audiences into forbidden love stories like After, this is your next obsession. It's unapologetically dramatic, and honestly, that's what makes it so addictive. Number 4 is a bit of a twist. Black Bag. This isn't your typical romance. It's espionage with a heart, tension with soul. Cate Blanchett plays Catherine Woodhouse, an intelligence officer who's just discovered she's being investigated, possibly by her own husband, played by Michael Fassbender. Both are elite agents, both trained to lie better than they love, and that's where the film hits hard. Their marriage is built on trust, or the illusion of it. Every scene is a chess match, every glance, a question. Do you believe me, or are you just playing your part? What's brilliant here is how the romance is woven into the paranoia. You're watching two people who clearly still love each other, maybe too much, but who might also destroy each other. It's like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but stripped of glam and loaded with emotional grit. For American viewers who love spy thrillers with adult emotional stakes, this one lands hard. At number 3, we've got Bridget Jones. Mad about the boy? Yes, she's back. And this time, it's not about finding Mr. Right. It's about finding herself. After the heartbreaking loss of Mark Darcy, Bridget is now a single mom navigating the world of dating apps, PTA meetings, and midlife identity crises. What makes this sequel so satisfying is that it doesn't try to make her younger or erase her past. It leans into it. There's humor, of course. We're talking about Bridget, but also moments that hit surprisingly deep. Hugh Grant returns, and let's just say things get complicated. But it's not about picking between men anymore. It's about rediscovering joy, choosing yourself, and laughing through the mess. US fans who grew up with the franchise will feel like they're reconnecting with an old friend, one who's wiser, stronger, and still hopelessly relatable. Number 2 is The Gorge. Now here's a surprise hit. This movie blends sci-fi, action, and romance in a way that shouldn't work, but totally does. Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy play elite operatives stationed on opposite sides of a massive, mysterious gorge. Their mission? Keep the balance. Their problem? Falling for each other. At first, it's all duty, silence, and suspicion. But over time, their bond grows, through close calls, shared secrets, and the unspoken loneliness of living on the edge of something dangerous. The visual effects are stunning, with this alien meets Earth aesthetic, but it's the emotional core that really shines. It's about connection in isolation, finding meaning in chaos, and learning to trust someone even when the world says not to. For American audiences who want action and heart, The Gorge brings both, in full force. And finally, at number 1, We Live in Time. This film is a masterpiece. Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield deliver two of the most vulnerable performances of the year in this quiet, decade-spanning romance. It starts with a simple run-in at a grocery store, nothing dramatic. But from that one moment, we follow their love story across years, through career changes, illness, laughter, parenthood, and everything in between. The pacing is delicate, the cinematography intimate, and the writing beautifully raw. It's not about grand gestures, it's about the small things, the way they fight, forgive, touch, look. We Live in Time isn't trying to sell you a fantasy. It's showing you what real love looks like when you zoom out and see a whole life. Think Blue Valentine with less destruction, or Eternal Sunshine without the sci-fi filter. For American viewers especially, where romance films often rush or exaggerate, this one slows everything down, and in doing so hits deeper than most. Easily the most emotionally resonant romance of 2025. That's our list of the best romance movies of 2025 so far. If you loved it, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more weekly movie picks and hidden gems. See you in the next one.